Misa goes, I just think Light's gonna catch Kira. And once he catches up, it'll be nothing but you and him. It'll be nothing left of you. And as for you, you'll probably be executed. Just the way I was like, woo. Sounds bitchy. Then the woman just pretends that she's choking or crying or just having a panic attack, but she's actually laughing and just tells Misa off. And there was this one part where the guy is making his broadcasts about giving deliverance for Kira or a sacrifice or whatever, and all of a sudden, what was that guy's name? Mikami. I remember. He actually, Light uses Mikami to take down all the followers and the worshippers of Kira. Only about that fat guy with the glasses. He was also an investigator. Yeah. And then Mikami managed to get the eyes to see. And Mikami actually was going, delete. It was thrilling. But the most thrilling part was Nier finding out that Light and Kira were one and the same, and Mikami was ex-Kira. And the way Nier figured it out, he had his arms out like he looked like the Messiah or something, like a messiah-ic figure. Just like everything is falling into place. I go, he is one smart kid. But then again, it is kind of hinted that Nier and L were actually are possibly diagnosed with autism or Asperger's syndrome, of course. Highly function autism and Asperger's syndrome. I mean, they're both the same thing, which kind of got my attention with Death Note because I'm actually highly autistic and having Asperger's syndrome, that sort of thing. It was just, oh man, just those thrilling parts of it was just, man, you have no idea. You really don't have any idea how amazing it was for me. But anyway, gotta get that boom boom. Okay, now we're moving on to another part. Now this one was the most chilling of them all. And I got away from my darker roots in order to maybe get back on the lighter side of things like I used to when I was a kid. And it was Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. I remember the first episode was incredible. The part where Yusei faces off against Trunks or Trunks. Trudge. That was it. Trudge. Are you gonna come along quietly? I will. If you can beat me. I go, ooh, daring. I love it. And also episode 3, which was, oh boy. Getting there just in time. That sort of thing. Or when Yusei goes to get his, dual runner back, and he gets it, but Trudge tries to trap him, but then he's like, that thing is offline. There's no way you're going to get away now. What is that? Offline, please. I go, you go, Yusei. I'm telling you, Yusei is like a combination of Aladdin meets Clark Kent with a hint of Superman. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of things. Where was I? Ah, yes. Then came to the first encounter with the Black Rose Witch. Or should I say, Akiza. And I was into Twilight at the time. No, don't judge me. It was where Akiza looked at her mark. You people call her Aki. So I'm going to call her Akiza just for now. Please, please, please. Do not judge. She's like trying to get rid of this curse and doesn't want to hurt people anymore. But she looks at the mark and she covers it and she's angry and she's like, why? And then all of a sudden Yusei is thinking to himself about Akiza. It's like he's trying to call out to her, but not really. But it's just so intense. and the whole duel of it. And Akiza's like, I need my mask, and Yusei's like trying to talk some sense into her. And the one that got me all, he says, your dragon, it's beautiful, just like you are under that mask. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, Akiza, you really should give him some credit. He called you beautiful. And she's like, I'm not beautiful. I'm like, why does this remind me of some sort of superhero comic? Like, who does it remind me of? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, and there was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I was really obsessed with Jaden and Alexis. I loved the duel between those two for the first time. And there was the shipping, and Alexis was kind of interested in him, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah. And also finding out after Jaden defeats this one mysterious guy in the mask, Alexis broke down crying, and it turned out it was her missing brother. I was like, what? Crazy. But anyway, moving on. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. The part of when Yusei was about to face Trudge, but then the clown freak comes in. Oh man, I can't remember his name. I remember the first time I ever saw him freaked out about meeting his new leaders. I'm going to crack! I'm like, you're going to crack? You're that nervous? But anyway. But then came the whole duel between Callan and Yusei, and the whole part, oh, chilling. Somebody stop my heart. And then Yusei got pierced in the gut. Oh, well, it didn't actually show it. It was just a kid's show. But in this uncensored version, it was crazy. Just crazy. Just watching this. Crazy. Like, somebody stop me. Doesn't it bring back old times? Doesn't it? I'm thinking. Yeah, I couldn't get Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds out of my head, but then finally I lost interest. Sad, isn't it? Yeah, I could be talking about this all day. All day. I'm telling you. Let's see. What else? So, I knew, like, dark and light, like, I was losing parts of my childlike self and becoming quite,